And welcome to today's review of a qualitative study. My name is Jason Williams, and we are going to take a look at whether or not simulations are as effective as instructor-led technical trainings. Today we will be taking a look at a journey into the future of care center trainings. Now let's talk about the objectives of today's review. By the end of this review, you should be able to describe the educational technology of simulations, and you should be able to explain how the research study will be conducted. The goal of this research study is to evaluate the effectiveness of simulations in regard to learner retention as compared to instructor-led technical trainings. For the purposes of this study, simulations I will be evaluating are software simulations, where the users will be able to test out and learn within the safety of the controlled environment of the simulation in order to aid in their retention and hopefully help increase their retention above that of an instructor-led technical training. These simulations will be conducted on computers at the associates' desks. The primary research question we will be answering in this study is what is the impact of learner retention when information is presented by simulations rather than instructor-led classes. Participants for the study will be selected at random from each of the 4 training classes scheduled to begin this coming fall quarter. We will pull 5 associates from each one of these classes. This will ensure that the participants are typical of a normal new hire for the customer care center and represent our average employee's skill set and background. All new hires will be assessed as they go through the training process. The test group results will be compared to that of the control group to determine the impact of the simulation on the learner's retention. The same test will be given again to all of the participants after a period of 60 days to evaluate their long-term retention of the trained concepts. On screen are 5 example questions. As you can see from each of these, they provide some details about a scenario and then requires the associate to answer a question about the procedure that needs to be completed in order to assist the customer. This type of scenario-based question has been utilized in our training program for the past few years, so we will have historical data also to draw upon. All participants in this study will go through a 2-week new hire training experience. The only difference will be the way the procedural information is presented to them. The control group will experience a standard version of the new hire training that does not feature any simulations, and the test group will experience simulations for all procedural trainings. The same information will be presented to both groups on the same days and in the same order. This will be done to ensure the validity of the data being collected. In order to collect the data and evaluate the learner's retention, quizzes will be given daily utilizing an online quiz software called Kia. This tool will allow the data to be collected and then evaluated based on the groups. Utilizing the quizzes daily will allow for the continuous monitoring of the results to ensure reliability throughout the process and allow us to understand if one procedure is better learned through simulation or traditional stand and deliver method. All of the data collected will be compared to the data collected from prior season scores, which also did not include simulations in the facilitation to ensure the validity of the testing as well. The final report will appear as a standard cross-comparison for the test scores to identify the amount of improvement or degradation caused by the substitution of simulations versus traditional stand and deliver facilitation for the procedural information. Once we have completed this research, we will then be able to take these test results to help guide our thinking as we work towards continually evolving the training program at the L Brands Customer Care Center. While I do anticipate that we will see a significant improvement by using simulations, I am eager to see what the results actually say about the performance of this study and this type of educational technology. So in closing, I hope you now have a better understanding of simulations and the details of this qualitative evaluation. Thank you and have a wonderful day.